Hello, beloved ones. This is Minister JB, and today we're going to talk about tough times do not last, but tough people do. Many people are feeling the sense of despair right now, beloved ones. They're just worried about what's going on in the world, and they're feeling very complex about what's going on. And yes, there are challenging times right now, and you can say tough times going on. But I'm here to tell you from personal experience, we have had much more challenging times than what's going on now. And for some of my younger people who have not experienced a lot in their life, they may feel that this is the worst time they could ever be. But I'm telling you, it's been a whole lot worse. We have had situations in our country. This country's been through slavery. We've been through a civil war. We've been through a depression. We've been through Jim Crow. We've been through 2 world wars and many other conflicts. And we've also, lately, we just came through a COVID situation. And we survived those things, and we shall survive this also. Yes, it is a little challenging, but we're going to make it, and because we always do. But one thing that you have to do in order to be able to strive in these days is to have a game plan. You need to know what you're going to do, what's your plan, and how you're going to get to your next step, what you need to do. So take time and put your game plan together. And most of all, beloved one, stop listening to all the negative talk going on. That includes the news. Yes, you have to be informed, and it's okay to listen to a little of the news, but do not sit there for hours and hours and listen to all that crazy stuff going on and around. I know personally myself, I used to be a news junkie, and I had to hear it, and I sat there and listened to it hour in and hour out, and I came to the conclusion that this was not doing me any good, but it was only making me feel depressed, and I was dealing with stuff that I couldn't change no way. So while I'm sitting there listening to this, allowing this stuff to become part of my thinking process, it actually became overwhelming to me. Then I realized that I had to cut it back. I couldn't do it no longer because it was not helping me at all. But and besides the news, there's other factors too that our friends and families sometimes can be the most challenging when it comes down to negative information. Some of them are running around saying the sky is falling, the world is coming to an end, crazy stuff is happening, and people are saying all kinds of crazy things and believing all kinds of crazy things. And most of the stuff that these people are due to the fact that they were told by somebody else about these things. They not even having the first-hand knowledge of what they are even sharing with you, but just going by what somebody else told them. You see, the law of attraction is working all the time, beloved. This is a universal law that works all the time. 95% of all the things that show up in your life, you created it through your own thoughts and through your own feelings. Those who are creating negative energy will also receive negative energy back. Okay, so you don't have to worry about getting revenge or doing anything to anyone, because the universe will take care of itself and take care of them as well. You have to focus on you doing well and keeping your positive energy and yourself going in the right direction, beloved one. You see, you have to constantly stay in tune to the fact that you know that you are attracting in your life the things that you want to be able to attract in your life, or you're attracting things in your life that you don't want. It works equally. The law of attraction will give you what you want, and the law of attraction will give you what you don't want. So you have to be careful of your thinking process. You see, these things that are challenging to us are sometimes just lessons that we need to learn and what we need to do. And if you want to live a prosperous life, beloved one, you have to start focusing on prosperity and start seeing things being more productive. You cannot go around worrying about things being bad and how bad it is and expect to be able to survive and live a prosperous life. And when I say prosperity, I'm not talking about money. I'm talking about relationships. I'm talking about health. I'm talking about good relationship, good care with your children, all the things that one would expect to have a happy and prosperous life. And I heard so many people say, "I wish I had more love in my life." Or people saying, "I wish I had a loved one. I'm lonely." You know what? If you would start being kinder and showing love to people, and not only people you know, but people you don't know, treat each one with kindness and show love to all humanity, then you can only attract that which you put out. So if you want more love in your life, then start being more loving. That's the only way you're going to get love in your life, is that you start being more loving and start kind to people in order to get love back in your life. Okay? You have to do that, beloved one. And you have to stay focused on what you want to bring positive into your life. And one of the factors that really makes a difference in one's ability to survive these challenging times is hope. You see, there used to be there is a famous American by the name of Jesse Jackson that sort of coined the phrase, "Keep hope alive." And Jesse used to always say that because he wanted people to try to keep going regardless of what was going on and all the turbulence was happening. He would always say, "Keep hope alive." And guess what, beloved one? We have to keep hope alive also. We have to make sure that we're doing what we need to do in order to keep faith and keep hope alive. When you got hope, things will happen unbelievable. Being a veteran, I've seen a lot of things, and I think about Vietnam. And Vietnam is a small country compared to even to California. Vietnam may be about the size of California. But you know what? In Vietnam, those people didn't have airplanes. They didn't have big boats. Only thing they had was their will, their hearts, and a couple rifles. And guess what? They drove out the French, and they drove out the Americans. And you know why that happened? Because they had hope, and they had faith in their ability to survive. And you see, when you have hope, it cannot be denied, beloved one. You have to be able to go forward and do what you need to do, regardless of what's happening around you. So, keep hope alive is very important in our lives. You see, beloved one, you were made in the image of God, and the God who created you also created the universe. So everything you see in this universe that's good and positive and prosperous, it all came from the Creator Himself. And you too are a child of God. So that means that God wants to share His kingdom with us. Do you think that that God would create all these wonderful things for us and not want us to have them? No, beloved one. It's only because of your own limited thinking that you are not sharing in the prosperity of God. So you have to change your thinking process and move forward. You see, I always tell you, when you take one step, God will take two steps. So you have to remember to do what you need to do on your behalf to make sure that things are good for you, beloved one. And in closing, again, I'm going to say, keep hope alive and have faith in yourself. Have faith in your God-given talents and faith, but most of all in the Creator. So would you please do me one big favor? Would you please like and subscribe to my video? Thank you. Peace and blessings.